Hey everybody, it's Tony again. I just wanted to real quick go do another quick tour in the yard and show you some stuff that I found while walking around. I wasn't sure what these little sprouts were here, and then I saw this big guy here, and I finally have milkweed for the year. I haven't found this whole back area is normally just I let it go completely wild with milkweed. So when we have a fire back here, we can't see the road can't see us. It's actually pretty awesome. We took some giant sunflowers and transplanted them into bigger pots there. The deer, as always, like to eat my tall phlox, but this will come back. I just recently transplanted it, is why it looks some of it didn't quite make it. Yeah, I'm just really excited to start seeing a bunch of milkweed pop up. Last year we had quite a few butterflies and a whole bunch of caterpillars. But there's a bunch of bee balm. If you don't know what bee balm looks like, it's got a pretty fragrant smell, kind of like mint. It gets a nice red flower on it. Hummingbirds love it. Yeah, all my hosta, like if you saw last video, all my hosta's coming up. Finally saw one of my favorite ones here in the back. Isn't doing super hot, but I do like the coloring on it a lot. Hopefully the deer don't get that one along with the other ones. This is the only shade bed I have, so there's some bloodroot, which is the white bloom here, mixed in with some hosta, some more hosta, some silver fern, lily of the valleys coming up. All of that's getting ready to bloom soon. And then I don't remember the name of this, but it gets these little white flowers on them, and they kind of lean over. There's a whole bunch of that coming up all over the yard. I try to take every year. I try to take clumps of stuff and divide it and spread it out. So along the whole side of the house here, there's the wife. Whole side of the house there is. You got to see these. These tulips are amazing. Serrated, I think, is what they're called, and it looks like teeth, but they're real soft, beautiful looking. Some mixed sunflower came up from last year, but there's all these hosta and stuff that I transplant. Lily of the valley there, more hosta, catmint, hosta, more hosta with bloodroot. There's some, I don't know what this ground cover is, but it has this amazing purple flower on it. It'll bloom starting from the bottom, and as this grows taller, they'll start blooming all the way up the stem, which is pretty nice. More of this fern, and then I'm gonna keep going all the way down with the fern, this ground cover, and all these different kinds of hostas, and just fill in this whole side of the house here. There's some phlox coming up in the front yard there. So everything's popping. The tulip trees are starting to get leaves on them. These are a host plant to quite a few different butterflies and moths, so if you have any tulip trees, look for the flowers that are beautiful, but also start looking for the stuff that it hosts. Host plants for my yard are really important, which is why I'm so happy about the milkweed. I try to put as much in my yard as I can for native wildlife, for them to get their food from. A lot of species require a specific plant to be able to survive. So like milkweed hosts not only monarchs, but a couple other beetles and different things like that absolutely require that food source. I found out what these were the other day. I had to ask on a site. I thought they were hyacinth, but all my hyacinth are done blooming. They're bluebells, I guess is what they're called. And then I have Virginia bluebells, which is different. All my peonies are coming up. That's what this red flush plant here is. And I try to divide that as much as I can. I just love my yard. It's really starting to come together. With all this pandemic stuff, I've had the time to put into a lot of the area. Unlike here, I need to come through and just thin a lot of this out. There's this is tall phlox, this is daylily, this is catmint, so it's all kind of mixed in. I'm hoping I can get some tomato. We had a tomato plant there last year. I'm hoping some more pop. We kind of just let a bunch of tomatoes fall, so I'm hoping for some volunteer ones. But yeah, tall phlox. There's so much of it. I'm trying to line. I just want to put. Same with the iris. Every year I divide them and I try to plug it all the way up and down. So when they're in bloom, they just kind of, just like the daffodils there, they just kind of all bloom all at once. So yeah, this is just kind of me rambling again. So I wanted to show you guys the milkweed coming up. If you don't know, I'm in West Virginia, so if you're around this area, be on the lookout for all this different stuff popping up. I found strawberries. I've had bad luck with strawberries. There's more lily of the valley that I put in the other day. Some fern. The fern doesn't really look like it takes well to. I don't know if maybe frost got it or the heat got it, but I'll have to transplant that probably. But here's the strawberry plant I've had for a couple years, and I just can't get it to shoot off any starters. I've been trying to keep it weeded around it so that it can spread, but it hasn't done that yet. I've only ever had one strawberry off this plant, and it was one of the best strawberries I've ever had. And that could just be in my head, I don't know. But yeah, so I'll let you guys go and tune in next time. Hopefully there'll be a whole bunch more blooming that I can show you. If you have any questions about anything you see in my yard, let me know. See you next time.